States of America.
There's all kinds of entertainment at this parade. And what parade would be complete without clowns, politicians, and local celebrities of radio and television.
I want you.
This cross-section of America has been brought to you by We the People of Rhode Island. This is where things get interesting. This is the float of the Rhode Island Tea Party, built by the hands of good Rhode Islanders in a grassroots effort to try and change their out-of-control government. The parade was going well for them, until someone handed out literature to the crowd, and that literature was copies of the United States Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. And here's what happened.
Hi, my name is Marina Peterson. I'm the treasurer of the Rhode Island Tea Party here in Rhode Island, and I'm going to give my version of the Bristol Parade debacle. Right after April 15th, we were sitting around trying to decide how we could keep the movement, the momentum up, and I thought of the idea. I said, why don't we try to have a float in the Bristol Parade? So I went with that. I called up the Bristol Parade Committee. I spoke with a gentleman named Jim Tavares, who told me that the people in Bristol were very cranky, but he thought that he could possibly get us in as long as we kept it very patriotic. We're going to do the recreation of the Boston Tea Party. So we proceeded to send out an email to all of our members asking for help. We needed donations. We had no money, no budget, no nothing, no ideas. So actually our original idea was to cut down a sailboat, put it on a flatbed and get in it. So we got help from all over the state. People came with $20, $30, $500, $200. Soon, before we knew it, we had enough money to start the float, and we had an engineer from East Providence who volunteered and said that he would always wanted to design a float, and we were gone. We started construction on May 30th, and we finished it July 3rd. I knew in advance that we signed an agreement that we would not hand out any literature. I was very aware of that rule. We normally would have worn this t-shirt that I have on, but we were so concerned about the committee thinking that we were partisan, and this t-shirt says Obama taxes, that we did not wear it. I went to Westerly Friday night, picked up some generic Don't Tread on Me t-shirts, and those are the ones we wore. The morning of the parade, we had lots of support. People came from everywhere, and a lot of them were wearing Don't Tread on Me t-shirts. We registered, we had sent in a manifest of the people that were in our float. There were 6 riders and 8 marchers. Their names were submitted. None of those people gave out any literature. A lot of our supporters did, but we didn't. The parade went smoothly. We were amazingly received. People were jumping up and down and putting their fists in the air and go Tea Party, and we thought it was a great day. 4 days later, I get a call at 10 o'clock in the morning from a Mr. Jim Tavares, who proceeds to scream and yell at me. Wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. You people are horrible. We never should have let you in our parade. We never should have. You will never ever get a chance to participate in the Bristol parade again. You're just, you know, you let us down. And I kept trying to ask him, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Finally, I'm ashamed to say it, I broke down in tears. He had me so upset, and he hung up on me. The rest is history. I sent out an email to all of the Rhode Island Tea Party people, telling them what happened. They started calling the media, they started calling the press, they started writing to the newspapers. We've gotten support from all over the country, tea parties in Tennessee, in Louisiana, in Florida, in Washington, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We've got an attorney. Attorneys are volunteering like crazy to take the case. They want to represent us. That's my story.
Single mom's health insurance, it's terrible. I make just enough not to qualify for anything, but it's hard. It's hard being a single mom and just having a good life. Help! Obama, help us! Help me!
July Bristol Day Parade, we're taking back our country, and we're not going to stop until we get it back.
Look for our float, number 24? Number 24 in the parade.
Hi, my name is Chris Kairnes. I'm from North Kingstown, Rhode Island originally. I live in Warwick currently. A couple months back, I decided to do something. I decided to buy a bunch of pocket constitutions. And what I did was, I just started giving them out. I tried to make sure that people knew what this whole country was about and the laws that we're supposed to abide by. Something that our country is starting to have stripped from them, from the very government that's supposed to protect this thing. On the 4th of July, I decided to go to the parade and pass these out. I gave probably 1,000 or so out that day. I went down and up and down that street for like 2.5 hours with my 11-year-old son. When it came down to it, I met up with the Tea Party, who happened to be wearing the same shirt as me. Now, what happened was they equated me with the Tea Party float, the parade committee that is, and decided that this wasn't a good thing. One of the gentlemen from the parade committee tried to swipe this from my hand. Actually, I had a stack of them. I told him to back off, and I said, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm handing out the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution to people. He proceeded to tell me that I was breaking the rules of the parade because I'm part of a float, which I had no part in making. The only time I ever saw the thing was on that day. I told him that I would keep doing it regardless of what he said because I'm a private citizen, and that's when he called a policeman to take me out of the parade route. The policeman came up to me and asked me what was going on. I said, I'm handing out the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. And he had recognized that I'd been up and down the parade route all morning long with my son. And I had such a great reception that he let me go. A couple days later, I hear that I'm still part of this float that I had nothing to do with. And it really prompted me to write a stern letter to the parade committee, telling them that I am an individual. I showed up on my own. I decided to teach my son a little bit about patriotism by handing these things out. So in essence, what happened to me on the 4th of July is a travesty.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.